Hello everyone, my name is Jacob and today I should be building the Tupolev TU-22m strategic bomber in Minecraft. Okay, so the Tupolev TU-22m, as I said before, it is a strategic bomber. It was developed and used by the Soviet Union and nowadays also by Russia. It was developed in the early or late 60s and then used or introduced in the early 70s. As I said, it is a strategic bomber. They also used them as a maritime sort of strike bomber for attacks on ships. As you can see, it looks very slick. It's got twin jet engines. It has also a variable wing. It has a variable wing sweep. It is currently, as I built it here, in the wings are in the most steep, at the most steep angle, but they would usually for landing and for low speed applications they would change this angle. They would fold out a bit more to reduce the overall angle of the wing. So as you can see, it is a bit smaller than the Bailey Labode over here, the White Swan, which was more like a nuclear bomber. This one was more of a conventional style. Now it is of course a supersonic bomber, and it is a longer range bomber as well, but it was just meant for more conventional types of bombs. So anyway, this thing looks incredibly cool, and let's go ahead and start building it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move quite a bit away here. I think this should work so that the wings don't collide, and we're gonna start with the landing gear. Now at the front we have just this very simple, let's just move that a block forward, landing gear, just two wheels and a post connecting them, and then we can go ahead and put on some blocks of quartz. Now I built this thing with a sort of a camouflage pattern. We have a white belly, so that it is more concealed from the bottom, and then we have a sort of a gray top camo pattern thing. You can also see pictures of them in different colors, such as a lot of the Russian stuff and the Soviet stuff. I think this looked the coolest, so I picked this. And it does look a bit different than all of the other supersonic bombers that we have here. So anyway, we're gonna start with the bottom white bit, of course, first of all, and then we're gonna move on to the top. So the nose of this airplane is quite far forward from the actual landing gear, so I'm going quite far forward here. So let's say we've got 8 blocks from or 7 blocks from the landing gear, and then we've got also some slabs, because the nose of this plane is really cool. It sort of sweeps up on the bottom as well. Looks kind of interesting. We have a slab there, a stone slab, and then we're gonna continue with this gray concrete. On the top, on the sides here we've got some quartz stairs. They just come in upside down like this, and we have them on both sides, of course, and they're gonna go pretty much all the way to the inlets for the engines, and a bit further actually. So we're gonna do that a bit later. And then we've got some more of these light gray concrete blocks here. They just go along the side, so we have a width of the fuselage of 3 blocks, at least on the front, and then it widens significantly on the back. but we're gonna get to that at some point. Okay, on the front we've also got the cockpit glass. Now let me just get some glass here. I'm using black stained glass for this as per usual. We've got this 3-block configuration like this, which is very standard, and then behind that we've just got the gray concrete blocks like this. So on top of this here cockpit, we're gonna have some carpet roof. So let me get some black carpet here first of all. That's gonna go on the bottom to support the light gray carpet that goes on top. And we just make this pattern here, cover up all of the glass on top, and this is pretty much how it should look, except I fucked it up because this should be 1 block further back. So let me just get another piece of glass here. There we go. Perfect. So we need to have a block here in between the nose and the cockpit. Okay, and then this is just carpet. We can have some carpet here as well. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that's nice looking. And then we can continue further back. So we're gonna go ahead and move on with the blocks of quartz. Now these are pretty much gonna go all the way to the back. Also, I built this pretty much in the same dimensions as the original one, the real life one. So you can check out the dimensions on the real one, and you will get the dimensions on this one. And of course, the rule is 1 meter equals 1 block. So that way you'll be able to know all the dimensions of this airplane. Okay, so we have pretty much the bottom here with the stairs. So we go like five more stairs from the landing gear, and then we just have normal walls here as well, like so, and then just blocks in the middle. There we go. And then we get to our intake, or I should say intakes, because there's one on either side. Let me just check the bottom. So as I said, these stairs continue in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks into the actual structure, just so it is the intakes are more separated on the front, so they're not touching as much. So let's put them down here, and then from there on it's just gonna be blocks, so let's put some of them down. Okay, and then I believe the rest of the bottom is just blocks, yeah, all the way to the back, so that's pretty simple. We're gonna do those a bit later. Let's start on the intakes then, because they are an essential part of this airplane. So we have first of all, let's see, some slabs on the top. So these are gonna be slightly lower, so 1 level lower than the top of the fuselage. So we're gonna put them here and here, and then we're gonna have another 2, so we have a total of 2 sticking out like that. And then on the bottom of the outer one we have a block. So basically we're gonna have an opening right next to the fuselage, and then there's gonna be a wall on the outer side, and that's pretty much gonna be our intake. And we have some blocks of quartz on the bottom, just like so. And then we can just continue this a bit back. We have a row of light gray concrete, and then on top we just have more light gray concrete, just like this. And of course we have the same stuff running along the middle. Okay, so that should be nice. We can just fill that in, and now we can see how long this is overall. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of concrete, and the rest of them are stairs. So we're gonna build those. Let me just get some. Okay, perfect. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the rest of these are gonna be stairs like this. Okay, and then maybe a bit less. Did I count that wrong? Probably. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really matter that much, as long as you have the overall look. I think it should work. And this continues quite far back, so I'm just gonna extend this to like here, so it continues to like there, and then it starts to go back together into the tail. So that, and then we've got we are gonna have some overhang at the back. So let's see, we have 5 blocks of overhang at the back, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there we go. Okay, and this is just gonna be normal light gray concrete right here, and it's gonna also continue for 5 blocks out. There we go, perfect. And then here is where the slabs are gonna begin. So basically we've got blocks still there, and then we've got some slabs here, I believe. Yeah, we've got like 2 more blocks here, and then the rest of these are slabs, and we're gonna continue that later. On the side we have more stone brick stairs. They're gonna go to about right here, and then we've got a block sort of on the inside without a stair, and then we have some more stairs, so 4 more stairs here, or 3 more. Let's see, yeah, that's 4. Okay, there we go, perfect. And then this all comes together like this. Okay, on the bottom we just have normal blocks like so, here as well. There we go, and then this goes together like that, and we're gonna have a slab here as well. Perfect. Okay, so this is pretty much one side of our fuselage. On the top there's nothing really special. We just filled the top with gray concrete blocks. In the middle we're gonna have the vertical stabilizer come up quite soon, sort of on the start of the third of the airplane, of the fuselage. So let's do the other side of this bit, the intake and all, and then we'll do all the stabilizers and stuff. So the other side obviously is going to be exactly the same as this side, so let's just go through it again. So we have some slabs on the front here, 4 of them together like so. We have a block of light gray concrete there, and then we have just blocks of quartz just on the bottom. We have we have to just extend those. Also, this bit here, this can just be filled in. So just extend those. They're gonna come all the way to that point pretty much, except for the last row, which is gonna finish right here. So 2 blocks before the end. Okay. And then we've got the side, which comes all the way back to here. Yep. And then the top, we have 5 or 4 blocks here, just like that, and then we just have some stairs on the edge there, and also we can just fill this in, and then we can put in some stairs here. This is gonna be perfect. Okay, all the way to here. Then we have a block there, and then some more stairs right here. And if you built it right, you should have a middle line still, and it should all be sort of symmetrical, hopefully. So this bit comes in here, like that, and then we have this comes in here like that, and we have a slab there. Okay, perfect. And then this is going to be just a block. This is where the vertical stabilizer is going to be on top. And then on the very back we've got the engine exhausts. So we have 2 of those, left and right. We also have some item frames. They're gonna be on top or on the side of the blocks, and I put some light blue concrete inside of them because it looks kind of cool. So that's what we're going for. Okay, we've got those, and then on the bottom we just have some slabs. So basically this is all a part of the horizontal stabilizer pretty much, but it comes all the way back to 1 block before the engine exhausts, and it's just flat, so that's pretty simple. We can just do this pretty much like that. Also there's some slabs there. Okay, right, and then we've got pretty much all done for the fuselage. It looks kind of weird without the wings and the stabilizers. It's very wide, and I really like that about it. Actually, it looks really cool, but it needs some wings and stuff. Also, I'm gonna fill in these intakes, so basically with some black concrete blocks. It's just gonna look cooler. There's like a hole there, but you can't see the inside really. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, so I think we should do the vertical and the horizontal stabilizer first, and then we're gonna do the wings. So the vertical stabilizer is quite simple. It is very large though, so we're gonna start it. Let's see, let me just give you an exact number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the 6th stair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Right in the middle, put in a stone slab, and then behind that we're gonna put in another one. Behind those we're gonna have 3 blocks of concrete. There's actually gonna be more, but this should be how it looks. We have 2 more slabs there, and then we just continue with the concrete blocks. So we have 2 more, and then up 2 more, up 2 more, and then another time. There we go. So we have 7 stairs if you want to count them like that. It's pretty tall, but it looks very good. So there's our vertical stabilizer, pretty much. I did seem to mess this up. Yeah. There's another level there, and we have a sort of an overhang at the back. Let me just count these here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 long overhang. One more. Here we go. That's pretty good. So there's our vertical stabilizer. As I said, pretty simple. And then for the horizontal ones, we're gonna need some slabs. I built those in white because I think they look cool. So they're just on the bottom here, where the slabs are already. Let me just see where it actually starts. So on the second slab from the beginning, or actually it starts, if you want to count it like that, right here in this corner, where the blocks go together. So we have, let's see, 7 long diagonal bit. So let's just build this one first, so I have a better overview. So we just go out here. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. It should work. And then we go in. We go 1 block further back, and then we have a row of 2 diagonal ones. So like this and like that, and we fill in this part. And there's pretty much our stabilizer. It's very simple. And then we just actually, these are gonna be, there's not gonna be anything there. They just finish over there. And then we've got the same one on the other side. So we go 7 out. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 back, and then just groups of 2. There you go. That's pretty much how it should work. And that's pretty much it for our fuselage. We just need to build some wings now for this thing. So as I said before, I built this one in the steepest most angle of the wings. You could also build it in the more shallow angle, but I think this looks kind of cooler, so I chose this this angle. So anyway, we're gonna start the wings right on the second stair, right up, below the second stair. Now these wings go right smack in the middle of the fuselage. So if you're looking at it from the side, right in the middle. And we start, the first bit is made from full blocks. Now this is the part that doesn't move when the wing geometry is changed, but the part that's made out of the slabs, that actually moves. So we just built this thicker part first of all, and it's not very big. So let's see, we go 4 blocks out pretty much, and just diagonally. So 3, 4 like that, and then we have I think another 4 down the length of it. So that should be quite simple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we just have a straight line all the way back, and there's our non-moving wing bit. Pretty simple. And then we can do the moving bit, the skinnier bit. So the leading edge is very simple. We just have a 45-degree angle. It goes on the bottom of these blocks, and we just go out with it. It's very straightforward. So it is, let me just count how long this is. So we got 6, 9, 10, basically 10. So let's see, 6, 9, 6, we've got 9 and 10, if I am not mistaken. Yep, that should work. And then we go 3 blocks, or 2 more, I should say, down the length of it. And then we've got 2 more on the back, like this. And then we just come back just normally. Now we have a sort of a kink here. I got this weird pattern here so that I could get the right angle, which is not exactly 45 and not exactly like 30 or whatever 2 blocks are. So we've got 2 at the back, and then we've got 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 2. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 2. Okay, so we have 2, we have 1, we have 2, we have 1, we have 1, and we have 2, and then we have another 2, and that's pretty much how it is. And then we've got 3 more basically, which just connects it to the fuselage. So 1, 2, 3, perfect. So we have just the wing here, and we can just fill this in. This is a very it's not a very thick wing, so this should be perfectly good with slabs. And of course we have an exactly the same one on the other side of the airplane. Hopefully I'm gonna have enough space here. Looks kind of tight, but maybe we'll be able to squeeze it in. So first we build the bit that's made out of blocks. It's very simple. It goes 4 out, I believe, and then we have 4 on the side, and then we have just a straight edge there, pretty much how it looks. And then we have start right here, we go 10 blocks away, so a diagonal of 10 blocks, or in this case slabs. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 2 at the end, and we actually have 3 at the end. We have 2 on the trailing edge, and then we have the magical formula of 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, and then 2, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Okay, and then we can just nicely fill this all in and pretty much call it a day. We're also gonna have to build some landing gear for the back, but that's pretty much about it. So the landing gear, I'm also gonna need the nether brick fence back. The landing gear goes on the wings, I believe, and that is actually on the very start of the wings. So let's see, we put it 3 on the 3rd block from the trailing edge. So let's put it right in here. So 1, 2 on the 3rd block, just go down like this, and this is actually at the front of the 3 or 6 wheels of the landing gear. They are all touching like this, so I use some of these item frames to sort of visually separate them. We also have some blocks of quartz on the top there. Those are supposed to be a sort of a cover for when the landing gear is folded. Okay, so this is pretty much how it should look. I also put in some green blocks because on the real one, or the real one has a sort of a green type of wheels on it actually. So we just have those, and then on the other wing obviously we have an exact same piece, so we just start right here, and then we've got 3 pieces of black concrete on either side with some item frames like so, some green concrete blocks, and that's pretty much it for the TU-22m. So anyway, I think that this is a very cool airplane. I think that there's also quite a few of them still in service with the Russian Air Force, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it looks very cool with the intakes and how sort of wide it is with the twin engines and stuff in the fuselage. I think it looks really cool. Not as cool as the White Swan maybe, but nevertheless this thing is pretty awesome. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, because that's pretty much it for this airplane. If you liked it, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos, and I will see you next time.